54 customer messages, real ones, complaints, refund requests, angry typos. The AI on my screen just answered 53 of them perfectly. It's not ChatGPT, it's not in the cloud. It's running on the laptop I'm filming this on, and it works with the Wi Fi off. 23 minutes ago, it was getting 1 in 4 of these wrong. Then I trained it myself for $0. And here's the part nobody tells you. I also tested the way the internet says you should do this. Take a model and write the perfect prompt with every possible answer pasted inside it. That way scored 74. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do this with your own computer and your own examples. Today, the one-line install, a table that tells you what your machine can train, the 5 settings that actually matter, including the one that silently killed my first run. And just as important, when training your own model is the wrong move, so you don't waste a weekend. Let's name the belief first. Training an AI model. You're picturing a data center, racks of GPUs burning money, a research team with badges. That picture is about 3 years out of date. Here's what training actually took me this morning. One laptop with a normal amount of memory, 540 examples, 23 minutes, and a free open source tool. The bill? Zero. You've been renting intelligence by the month. The next 10 minutes are about owning some. The tool is called Unsloth. It's open source, over 73,000 stars on GitHub, and its entire job is making model training cheap enough for normal hardware. Same training up to twice as fast, with up to 70% less memory. And this year it grew the thing that changes who gets to play. Unsloth Studio, a point and click app. You run one install command, it opens in your browser, and it trains over 500 models on NVIDIA cards, on AMD cards, and yes, on Apple Silicon Macs, training on a Mac. That sentence was science fiction not long ago. Here's the job I gave it. Customer support. A store gets messages all day. Where's my refund? Cancel my order. Your courier never showed up. Before anyone can help, someone or something has to read every message and route it into one of 27 categories. Get it wrong, and an angry customer lands in the wrong queue. It's the most repetitive reading job on earth, which makes it perfect for this. I used a public dataset of real support messages, and I did the one thing you should always do. I split it. 540 examples for the model to study, and 54 locked in a drawer the model would never see during training. That drawer is the exam. If it aces messages it has never seen, it didn't memorize. It learned the job. The recipe on screen is everything I did. 1. The model. Qwen 3, 4 billion parameters. Tiny by modern standards, and that's the point. Small enough to train in under 6 gigabytes of memory. 2. The data. One example per line. The customer's message, then the answer you want back. The category, plus a polite reply. Notice there's no code in any of this. You're writing examples, not programs. 3. The settings. And here is where I save you an hour, because my first run died in 60 seconds with an error straight out of a horror movie. Grad must specify at least one argument. Translation: I had started training with nothing switched on to train. The studio interface fills this in for you, but know the setting. It's called target modules. It decides which parts of the model your training actually touches. The standard answer is all of them. The attention layers and the feed-forward layers. Set it once and forget it. Then you press train. And honestly, it's boring in the best possible way. A number called loss starts near 3, which means the model's guesses are basically noise, and you watch it fall. 2.4, 1.2, 0.65. Every tick down is the model getting less wrong about your job. My laptop's fans spun up like they meant it. The memory never blew past what the machine had, and 22 minutes and 48 seconds later. Done. That's the whole ceremony. No cluster, no queue, no bill. Now, before you get excited, we have to be fair. Because the obvious objection is, why train anything? Everyone knows you just prompt a big model well. So I ran that. Same base model. Untouched. And I gave it every advantage I could. A clean system prompt. And the complete list of all 27 categories, the literal answer key, pasted into its prompt. 54 exam questions later. 74%. Okay? Then the pro move. Add worked examples into the prompt. Few shot. The technique every prompting guide on the internet preaches. That got it to just under 80. One message in 5 still routed wrong. And remember, this model is holding the answer key. Then the version I trained took the same exam. No answer key, no list of categories, no examples in the prompt. Just the customer's message. Cold. 98%. 53 out of 54. Format perfect every single time. The model holding the answer key. Lost. To the same model. After 23 minutes of studying 540 flashcards. In my test, training beat the best prompt I could write by nearly 20 points. That's the secret the AI industry doesn't put on billboards. For a repetitive job, a small model trained on your task beats the same model prompted at your task. That result cost me $0 and one coffee break. If that's worth something to you, subscribe. If it keeps earning it, become a member. So when is this the right move? Here's the simple test. If the task repeats, same kind of input, same kind of output over and over, training wins. Support routing, report formatting, writing in your brand's voice, pulling clean fields out of messy text. But if what you need is fresh facts, today's prices, your latest documents, training is the wrong tool. A model trained yesterday cannot know today's news. That's what retrieval is for. Letting the model look things up, train the job, retrieve the facts. And one more honest thing. My model missed one question out of 54. I went and read it. A customer asked about placing an order from their city. The dataset filed it under delivery options. My model called it placing an order. Honestly, both readings are defensible. But that's the lesson. Even at 98%, keep a human on the weird ones. Here's your move today. 5 steps. 1. The install. It's a single command from unsloth.ai on screen right now. It sets everything up and Studio opens in your browser. 2. Check your machine. A 4 billion parameter model needs roughly 3.5 to 6 gigabytes to train. A 16 gigabyte Mac or any decent gaming graphics card is enough. 3. Your examples. 200 to 500 is the sweet spot. And you already have them. Answered emails, resolved tickets, anywhere the same job happened many times. The input, then the output you wish you'd gotten. 4. Hold some back. 20 is enough. They never touch training, that's your exam, and it's the only thing standing between you and fooling yourself. 5. Train with the defaults. Go make coffee. Then make your held out examples take the test. If the number is good, you now own a worker. Real talk. 90% of you watching haven't subscribed. On Facebook, subscribe is the supporter button. That is what keeps the lights on here. On YouTube, it's free, and it tells the algorithm to send you more. Subscribe to support us. Everything from this video is in one document. The full recipe with every setting, the machine fit table, the exact data format with copy-paste templates, and my complete before and after test. So you can rerun it on your own numbers. Comment the word trained and I'll send it to you. And if you're building with this stack, the beginner playbooks, Claude Code, Codex, Cowork, and the Architect Exam Prep are linked below. Last thought. For 2 years, using AI has meant renting it. Someone else's model, someone else's rules, a meter running on your own workflow. Today, on a laptop for free, in the time it takes to drink a coffee, you can teach a model your job and watch it beat the best prompt you ever wrote. Most people will never find out this is possible. You just did. Go own some intelligence.